around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Time to do it.
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and move up here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch by both of those units, and they kind of put his defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to him, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
From his own end zone, Tagovailoa, 3rd and long. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
On First down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And he takes this one in for a touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and go further. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
In motion, Hill.
21G, 21G.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go right back to it for 20 and a first.
All right, come on.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now the Cowboys sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins. Play action, now it's Tua.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, back to Achane.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll work the middle here to right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and 11.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Off play action. Miller. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Miller. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they were scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Deep to return, Malik Washington.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he'll be out right at the 35. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And now he knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
In motion left is a running back. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Give them what they ask for. It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's a loss of 19 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's taken to the 26. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
There wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Give up the middle to right. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of
Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. In motion goes the tight end.
Now a give, running left is right.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 15. Runs over.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him and forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 6.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Well, a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Vitu Melifonwu will have to make the tackle there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 5.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One of the coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7.
3rd and 2.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll set up the throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Keon Coleman from 6 yards away. And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
If he continues to struggle trying to crease to break off a big one, it might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete to Running. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Washington. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Looking for White on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
This has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word is definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Looking to throw.
Dolphin first down.
And right with it here, over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.